The trailer for the Rick and Michonne series of The Walking Dead. The One Who Lives has finally been released, which is set to premiere on Sunday, February 25th. Obviously, in this video, we will analyze the trailer frame by frame to extract all possible information. And there will be spoilers and theories, so let's get started. I have separated the parts that have to do with Rick and those with Michonne to be able to talk about all this in an orderly manner. So let's start with Rick. Apparently, here we will have three facets of this character first. When he is just getting used to his new life in the Civic Republic, and obviously, he doesn't accept it. So he tries to escape number 2 when he is trying to rise in rank in this group because he knows the potential he has. And finally, number 3, when he becomes a soldier of the antagonists to the first stage, correspond to all the scenes of this character with the brown jacket with the logo of the Alliance of the Three. First, let's talk about Rick since I have a theory. In all scenes with this character wearing the brown jacket with the logo of the Alliance of the Three, I must discuss a theory that, in my opinion, this trailer confirms Rick is going to lose his left hand. In all scenes, his left hand is hidden, except for one where he is fighting against walkers. It may not be true, but it seems very convenient that his hand is consistently concealed. If you have another explanation, leave it in the comments. So, chronologically, the first scene is where Rick is fighting walkers in flames, causing a disaster that ends the lives of several soldiers. This relates to the last scene in the series when he is captured. After this, he is taken back to the city of the Civic Republic, which is Philadelphia. Somehow, he loses his arm in the process and is sent to do walker cleaning jobs, similar to what happened with Silas in War Beyond. In the last episode of The Walking Dead, we heard Rick Grimes referred to as a consignee. A consignee is someone who receives shipments. So, the fact that he is now sent to clean walkers is a worse job, as a punishment for obviously attempting to escape. There are several scenes of Rick killing walkers in his new job, along with a quote from Thorne thanking him for proving that escape is impossible, referring to his failed attempt to escape. There are also some images of Jadis, and I believe the part where Rick says, "My wife is my decision. My daughter is my decision. My family is my decision," is directed towards her. She is trying to resist accepting that her new life is far from everything she once loved. Rick, separated from his family for about 8 years, ascends to the point of speaking with Major General Bale. In their conversation, Bale asks what he is looking for, and this scene is excellent in the trailer, fulfilling its purpose of generating expectations for the series. There are also scenes showcasing the power of the Civic Republic's army. A character claims it's the largest in the world, though we can't know for sure. Aerial shots following the helicopter look impressive, giving the feeling that we are facing a series with a substantial budget, which makes sense as it is supposed to replace Rick's movies. There are also recycled scenes from the first season, showing the bombing of Atlanta. This time, however, we can see helicopters bombing the city. According to information from War Beyond, the Civic Republic formed after the zombie apocalypse, so they can't be involved in city bombings. However, it's possible that some soldiers participated in Operation Cobalt, and after that, they were added to the Civic Republic. Perhaps Bale himself gave the order, turning these images into a flashback. For our antagonist, Rick's journey in the trailer ends with this image. Most likely, the protagonist will end up giving in and becoming part of Bale's army only because it's convenient for survival, not out of conviction that the Civic Republic is the last light of the world, as Jadis believed in War Beyond. Now let's move on to the part of the story involving Michonne, which can be summarized simply as searching for Rick, but there are some additional details to discuss. We see the continuation of her last scene in the series, charging towards the Horde, apparently shooting some kind of harpoon at the walkers. I have no idea what this could be, or what interest it has in a particular walker. Maybe she thinks it's Rick, or it's important for the group she's with. Several members of this group appear in the trailer, and one of them translates what the mobile phone says. Michonne found the phone on a boat, and it has a Japanese phrase along with a drawing of her. The phrase says, "Believe a little more." So far, we don't know who is drawing these things, but I'll assume it's Jadis because she has an artistic background. For some reason, these characters end up heading towards a kind of stranded cruise ship, which is very strange. Since it says safe harbor, I'll assume it's a friendly community, but it's challenging to extract context when we know nothing. Another interesting scene is when a helicopter from the Civic Republic fires at a building where another Civic Republic helicopter had previously crashed. Again, we can't figure out what this is about, or why one helicopter from the Civic Republic would attack another, but Michonne is involved in this scene, and we see the building that was attacked collapsing. Michonne is seen fleeing with the new group she found because the Civic Republic is using a kind of gas, as seen in War Beyond. This is how the community ends up eliminating other communities, by releasing gas and causing people to die. The remaining images seem to be after encountering Rick, indicated by the yellow car and a scene where she appears to be attacking a camp or something. It's clear that Michonne's clothing is different, and to be honest, I think these characters will meet at most in the second episode. If you liked this analysis, let me know in the comments how I could improve since it's the first one I've done. But now it's your turn. What are your expectations for this series? I'll be reading your comments.